This coming Tuesday morning, a conference being held to tackle one of the issues probably many of us have struggled with or are familiar with, and that is the future of childcare in Fargo, West Fargo, and Moorhead, and how the shortages affected families and the workforce in so many ways. We have Robin Nelson joining us today. She's the CEO of Red River Valley Boys and Girls Club and the conference moderator. You have a lot of hats, Robin.
That's okay. It's all about kids. It's all about kids.
Oh my goodness. So can you kind of just go over quick what is going to be happening? What's the purpose of the conference?
Sure. The Fargo Moorhead West Fargo Chamber of Commerce has a monthly breakfast series called Eggs and Issues, and this month they are tackling a very important topic, very timely topic, childcare and how it affects the workforce. So Tuesday morning at 8, we'll be gathering over at the Marriott and really focusing on the state of childcare right now, because there's a lot going on, and finally we childcare providers are finally kind of being recognized as we also affect the workforce. So
absolutely,
and the workforce is a big issue all the way around. So
well, that's a big thing, and it's interesting because just now you're getting wider recognition where, you know, as parents who have children in daycare or have had children in daycare, we recognize that when they're saying we have to close a little early because we don't have enough people, or we're going to have to, you know, limit how many kids we can serve because we're still trying to hire in quality providers. That's a huge challenge. And I know that one of the things I love about the Eggs and Issues is they always bring together the greatest group of professionals to talk about these things. What are you hoping is going to come out of the conference?
Well, awareness, also some momentum, and then some action, hopefully from our business community and our state legislature. You know, what's really important, we're going to hit it from 3 angles. From a family perspective, accessibility, to your point, and affordability. Also from a provider standpoint, sustainability. We're also in a workforce crisis, and so we are having to pay our workers more, which then that cost gets passed along to our families. And then also we are going to be talking about how this affects our workforce. And it's a very regulated industry, so hopefully we can get, like I said, some momentum so we can get some forward improvement for this very, very important industry.
Yeah.
For example, last fall, I was short 20 staff at Boys and Girls Club, and a little perspective, being staffed 1 short in my industry affects 20 kids.
That's
so
huge.
Eventually 40 employers can be affected, and there are people that are leaving the workforce because they can't find daycare. And you know, just during a regular working day is one thing, but the overnight shifts and the evening shifts, that just is a compounding issue and affects our workforce all the way around.
Well, you're obviously very close to the issue, and we have, again, a lot of really amazing professionals that are probably joining the conference as well. Are you guys proposing solutions? Do you have ideas on how to fix this?
Yes, thank you for mentioning the panelists. We have people from both sides of the river, the Minnesota side and the North Dakota side. Childcare is a state regulated issue and topic, so it's good that we get both perspectives. I think we'll be throwing some ideas out there. Senator Judy Lee, who is the chair of the Human Services Committee at the North Dakota side, has some ideas, but she also needs to build momentum within her body to get some forward motion that we childcare providers have been talking about for at least a decade. So we want to capitalize on that momentum.
Who at this point do you feel like you need support from? Is it the community? Is it lawmakers? Who could you really use that support from?
All of the above. Businesses are hurt because they just don't have employees. Our state, this is a bigger issue than just daycare, if you will. So state legislature, absolutely, not only from a funding perspective, but also from a regulatory perspective. Childcares have had an influx of dollars recently just due to COVID dollars, but we're going to hit a funding cliff, and hopefully we won't have to raise our rates for our families, which again, it's just a vicious cycle. It's a vicious circle.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry. that you and the whole industry really are dealing with this. It's very tough on parents and friends and family of people that are going through this crisis. Is this open to the public? How can people come, and when is it?
Absolutely. It is open to the public. The tickets are on sale online, so I think $35 in advance and $45 at the door. As I mentioned, it's 8 a.m. on Tuesday, July 12th at the Marriott in Moorhead. And there'll be some networking first, and then our panelists will be discussing the very important issue for about an hour.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what a challenging thing. And hopefully, your Eggs and Issues makes great strides in solving the issue. So we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right. Stay with us. Coming up next, we have another vendor from Red River Market this weekend, Jenny Sue Ceramics. She's going to show us what she has in store.